The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
This copyrighted telecast is the property of Black Bear Sports Properties, LLC, an affiliate of Learfield Sports, LLC, under rights granted by the University of Maine. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, reproduction, or other dissemination or use of this telecast or any part of it without the express written consent of Black Bear Sports Properties, LLC, is prohibited. This legal disclaimer is brought to you by Lanham, Blackwell & Baber, proud supporter of the Black Bears. If you have any legal questions, visit them at lanhamblackwell.com.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Black Bear Insider. I'm your host, Brian Sullivan. As you can see, it's a busy time here at the University of Maine. We're going to talk basketball, primarily women's basketball. They're on a tear right now. We've got Associate Head Coach Todd Steelman stopping by the Insider. Plus, we're going to hear from Mikaela Gustafsson, one of the main reasons this team is doing so well in 2016. We'll also hear from Anna Heise and her blog for the Bangor Daily News called Absolutely Anna. She's a great follow on Twitter as well. Plus, we're going to hear from Annabelle Wilson. She comes from Australia. She's a track and field standout. She's making the most of her time here at the University of Maine. Also stopping by the show, Mike Coutts. He's the new head coach of the softball team, but he's been around for a while. He's got some interesting ideas about how to get his girls excelling day in and day out. We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule, that and much more. This is the Black Bear Insider.
Black Bear Insider is brought to you by Lanham, Blackwell & Baber, Division of Lifelong Learning, Maine Savings, EBS Building Supplies, Fisher Plows, and Digital Workshop.
No matter what your game is, indoors or out, the Student Recreation and Fitness Center at the University of Maine is your place to play, work out, relax, and have fun. The Rec Center has state-of-the-art cardio and weight training equipment, a pool, spa, and sauna, a running track, and more than 60 fitness classes a week. Or take your game outside with the Maine-bound Adventure Center. Hit the climbing or bouldering wall, learn how to kayak, go rock climbing. Whatever game you like, the Student Recreation and Fitness Center is your place to play.
Under the bright lights of your playing field, one performer continues to shine. The Fisher Extreme V. With durable X-bracing, the Extreme V carries the load. With precision passes, the power to bust through, the maximum protection of the Fisher Trip Edge, and the brightest lights available. Fisher, your business, our passion.
Learn more at vplowfacts.com.
There are many sides to basketball star and fashion icon Russell Westbrook. And with coverage in the middle of anywhere from U.S. Cellular, he can find some new ones. Like farmer.
Russell's Brussels. Russell speaking.
Paleontologist.
Hashtag T-Rex.
Park ranger.
Where am I?
And TV spokesperson.
That's my line. I got it.
With U.S. Cellular, you can do all the things you like. From the middle of anywhere. That is my line.
Welcome back to the Black Bear Insider, now joined by Women's Associate Head Coach Todd Steelman. Todd, thanks for stopping by the Insider.
Absolutely, Sully.
Now, you've been here for 4 years, and you've been on the ground floor with this group of seniors, 8 of them now. What's it been like watching this team kind of come together?
Well, it's been a real joy because we had such struggles early on with that first year, and just to see their growth, not just from the struggles from a win standpoint, but just from the way that they had to work to develop a chemistry together. And so it's been real fun to see them come together and really see the fruit of their labor. I mean, there was a lot of work that went on, especially that freshman season in the second half of the year especially, and to see them continue to grow and grow to 17 wins, 23 wins, now 21, it's been really rewarding.
And you're one of the main reasons they're recruiting a lot of these people, and you've got kids from all over the globe coming here to play in Orono, Maine. It's got to be interesting to see that many different backgrounds come together.
Yeah, and I think those kids are kind of used to it because they play internationally so much. They were familiar with each other. They'd seen each other in international competitions. But for our domestic kids, it was a whole new thing. And for me as a coach, I'd had 1 or 2 international kids on teams in the past, but never a group that diverse. And I think they were hungry to come in and fit into our culture. We fortunately had great leadership with Liz and really Lauren too. Lauren's a good leader. She doesn't talk as much, but she's a really good leader in that regard to make them feel comfortable here. And so they all wanted to work together, and I think it just was a kind of a really good fit.
Now, one of the things that you and the staff have done to make them feel a little more comfortable is at home games, of people who haven't seen the games at the Cross Center, is you sing their anthem from their home country. What made you decide you want to do something like that, and how difficult is it to learn some of these songs?
Well, I mean, that was a Coach Barron thing. You know, we wanted to do some things to really honor the 8 seniors and then especially the 5 kids that are international kids now. So his idea was, hey, let's sing their anthem, you know, one time each. And kind of difficult. You just had to know the tune, and then it was a matter of finding somebody to listen to singing it with the melody. I needed to be able to know the melody to the song, and that way listen to the pronunciation of the words. And it worked out really well. I always sang it for them first so they could give me some feedback and make sure I wasn't messing anything up.
Hey, practice makes perfect.
Absolutely, and it turned out really well, so it was fun.
It really is, and he just got a set of pipes on him that are pretty impressive, and that could be seen in the face of the people at the Cross Center. And I just think it's one of the interesting things about this team that has really caused people to really embrace this team. You see what happens, you see the crowds that come out, people are on board with the women's basketball squad.
Well, there's a real connection, and I think that's another thing that Coach Barron did really well. It really started with an Albany game at the Alphon my first year here. It was the Blizzard game, and actually one of my first anthems here. I was supposed to sing the anthem. We had a blizzard. We probably had 50, 75 fans legit at the game. The weather conditions were terrible, and so what he said was, hey, you guys, let's go up in the stands and thank these people for coming because they really braved some elements to get here. And it was such a hit. It's something we've done every home game since, and it's created such a connection with our fan base and really with our kids too. They love it, and so it's fun to watch because I go up there too because there's some people I want to say hello to, and they just go to the exact same folks and they're really engaging with everyone, and it's a really neat thing. It's unique. I don't know of any other place that does it.
Now, as you see this wild ride between you and this 8 group of seniors and the entire roster really wind down, far from over, what are you feeling as you see perhaps the end of the line here?
Well, it's crazy to think we have one home game left, first of all, and to think of the journey that these kids have been on together, from the struggles on the court, from the bus accident, from the growth of getting into the top half of the conference, then to tying for the conference championship, and then even to last Sunday with the big victory over Albany. It's been a really awesome ride. I think they really get it too, and so we're all trying to appreciate it. We're also not trying to think about it too much. We have other things that we need to accomplish. I think that the fact that there are so many seniors, there's a real locked-in mentality right now that we're trying to accomplish some big goals. So we realize there's just a few games left, but that's not something we really talk about. We're trying to get to that mountaintop of a conference championship.
Sure, and you think about that conference championship and not thinking too far down the road, but you want to check that box, and then that box leads you to checking off an NCAA tournament berth. And this team really seems to have the makeup for a squad that could make that happen.
Well, you would think. I mean, a team like ours with an abundance of seniors that has seen some success, that has great leadership, and they're talented, they're skilled. It's a thing where we have some real goals in mind. We feel like we've continued to take another step up the rung every year, but we haven't really reached that pinnacle, that NCAA tournament bid. So it's something that we're not really shying away from. I think in the past couple of years we were just saying let's play our best at the end of the season, and maybe as it got to the end of the season we were playing so well as we went down the stretch. When it got to the very end, all of a sudden it was like, wow, we got to play better. Now we're saying, hey, look, we do have some higher goals. Let's keep reaching, and I think they're embracing that.
All right, Todd Steelman, Maine Women's Basketball Associate Head Coach. Great job, Coach. Keep it going.
Thanks, Sullivan.
All right, now one of the main reasons this team is having the year it is, one of those 8 seniors, Mikaela Gustafsson. She stopped by the Insider, and we come back.
We could move some investments, but your real problem is your checking account. It's awful. You get nothing in return, and you pay monthly fees.
Doesn't everybody?
Not if we move you into the red.
I thought red meant negative.
Not that kind of red. Red Wallet checking from Maine Savings.
Red Wallet is free checking with monthly rewards and ATM fee refunds. Red Wallet offers rewards of high interest, cash back, or even tunes. Open your free Red Wallet account today, only at Maine Savings.
EBS Building Supplies knows time is the most valuable resource you have. That's why they offer free delivery anywhere in their service area. Fast, convenient, and free. That's the EBS way. So whether you're a professional contractor or a do-it-yourself homeowner, no delivery is too small or too big, and custom ordering is always available. Use EBS free delivery to make your life easier and your home improvement project complete faster. EBS Building Supplies. Can do. Just ask.
Getting your education through UMaine Online offers all the advantages you'd expect. Access to the state's premier public research institution, world-class faculty who are leaders in their fields, active learning and interaction with your professors and classmates, a flexible schedule where and when you need it, online student services dedicated to your success. UMaine Online, where you want to be.
Welcome back to the Black Bear Insider, now joined by senior standout for the Maine women's basketball team, Mikaela Gustafsson. Mikaela, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you guys have been on a bit of a wild ride to get to this point in the season, and really in this point in your career. You're one of 8 seniors on this basketball team. Talk to me about where you began and where you find yourselves now.
Having so many people coming from so many different places, around the world even. We just really became real close real fast because we all went through that experience of, being far away from home, missing our families, and all that stuff. So we're just really tight group on and off the court.
It's got to be something very special to come from as far away as you all did and to all come together and work towards a common goal. Did it take a little while to get everybody?
Yeah, of course. Our first year coming out, it didn't go the way we wanted it to. But our coaches were always on us, pushing us, and they saw the potential in us, and they're just telling us that if you work hard, the rewards are going to come, and I think that's what we've been seeing the past couple of years. We've never stopped working hard. We just continue to work, and that's where we get the results from.
And you talk about the results. This season has gone pretty well for you. Talk to me a little bit about the makeup of the team that you're seeing on the court.
Well, I think this season definitely could have gone better in some ways, but I think we're definitely happy with where we are right now, and just coming off a huge win against Albany, and we just want to continue to get better, and that's just what we work towards every day, just getting better as the season goes on.
You talk about that game against Albany at home at the Cross Insurance Center. What was the atmosphere like down there for that game?
Well, it was probably the most enthusiastic game that I've experienced being here, having a huge crowd and everybody being excited, playing a tough Albany team, and it was just great being out there playing, feeling the crowd, having your back, cheering you on, and our bench was great too, so the energy and the atmosphere was just great.
As you make the transition in the years past from playing in Orono to playing in Bangor, what have you seen the Cross Center provide for you and your team?
Oh, the Cross Center was having a pretty bad freshman year and, losing record, only winning 4 games. The Cross Insurance Center was like a new start for us. It was a new building, new place, somewhere where we can build, feeling like this is our house, and people coming into our house should feel like it's a tough place to play. And so I think that was huge for us to get that fresh start, and it's just a really nice facility.
Now you're winding down, your home game is there at the Cross Center, but there is a chance to add one additional game. How important would that be? And explain to me what that game would be.
It would be, regardless if we get to the championship game, it's regardless, there's a lot at stake, but getting to play that at home, that would be huge for us. I think we proved that the last game we played at home, there is truly a home court advantage, that gives you that little extra edge, and the baskets, you have the crowd behind you, and all that stuff does play a role. So getting to play, if we would get to play a championship game at our home court, that would be incredible, and that would be a great way of ending our senior year.
Yeah, as things start to wind down, you can see the end of the regular season schedule, get ready for the conference tournament, winning that, getting to the NCAAs. Is that what it's all about?
We're definitely thinking one game at a time, and we still have a couple more games to finish out the regular season before we even start thinking about the tournament or playing in a championship game. So we're definitely just focused from day to day, but obviously that is in our back of our minds, and that is a goal that we've had ever since we came in freshman year. NCAA tournament is a big thing, and definitely a big goal for us.
See, that's good. You focus day to day, and I'll just think way down the road. And I just rub my hands thinking about you guys getting to the NCAA tournament, because I think you could do some big things. And that's really what this team, as you come together, 8 seniors, one last hurrah. You guys, it's one last shot at it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for stopping by. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
When we come back on the Black Bear Insider, we'll hear from another impressive student athlete here at the University of Maine. Annabelle Wilson stops by the show when we come back.
Hey Black Bear fans, my name is Brett Baber with Lanham Blackwell & Baber, and this is Compliance Corner, where we help you understand some of the most commonly misunderstood NCAA rules and regulations that affect our Black Bear athletes and its program. Today I'd like to talk to you about NCAA gambling guidelines. Student athletes, coaches, and athletic department staff cannot place a wager on any college or professional sporting event in which the NCAA conducts a championship. This includes wagers for items such as cash, meals or apparel, fantasy sports leagues, or sports pools such as March Madness bracket contest. Additionally, student athletes, coaches, and athletic department staff may not share information that could be used to wager on sports, including injury updates. Gambling activities have very specific limitations placed on them, so if you have any questions about this or any other compliance questions, feel free to contact the Black Bear Compliance Office at 207-581-1557 or visit goblackbears.com/information/compliance. This has been Compliance Corner, brought to you by Lanham Blackwell & Baber.
Welcome back to the Black Bear Insider. It's a long way from Geelong, Australia to Orono, Maine, just about 11,000 miles to be exact, but that hasn't stopped track and field standout Annabelle Wilson from making the most of her time here at the University of Maine. Despite not knowing anyone in Maine, she dove right into both sides of the student-athlete experience. She's a scholar-athlete who mentors other student-athletes. She volunteers for groups fighting cancer and is part of the prestigious All-Maine Women Honor Society. Annabelle has packed a lifetime of experience into her 4 years as a Black Bear.
Back in 2010, I think it was, I ran overseas at the World Mountain Running Championships. And from there, I was recruited by my coach Mark Leck to come and run on the girls' cross-country and track and field team. So yeah, it's a bit of a difference from Australia to Maine, but I really enjoy it here. In my freshman year, I became involved with SAC, which is the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and there was a great way for me to branch out beyond my team and sort of meet some other student athletes from different teams, which I really enjoyed. I thought that was a great experience, and through there I also became involved with a student athlete mentoring and tutoring program on campus, and again that was another really great way to meet other student athletes and sort of extend myself a little bit beyond my course load and my training. And it was also great for me as an elementary education major to sort of work with like peer mentoring in a way. From there I also became involved with Colleges Against Cancer. We organised Relay for Life and breast cancer awareness, and I really liked that because it allowed me to meet some other non-student athletes, and that was a great way for me to extend in that part. I was honoured to be asked to be part of All Maine Women. All Maine Women has been a fantastic opportunity for me to extend what I really enjoy doing around the school in terms of like being like a positive role model and like service to the school and things like that. There's been so many qualities and so many opportunities that I've had in All Maine Women that has really helped me in my leadership roles in track and athletics, and in the same time like in track and athletics I think there's been really a lot of positive things that have helped to like bring to my position at All Maine Women. I want to kind of challenge myself, and I was always the type of person that really was a homebody. Like I always liked to be at home and I liked spending a lot of time with my family, and I still love doing that, but I think when the opportunity presented to come over here to the University of Maine, it was just this incredible opportunity for me. I'm so glad I took that chance and just, I don't know, pushed myself a little bit and came somewhere where I didn't know anyone. I don't really see a future for myself as a professional runner, but I see, almost more importantly, I see the attributes and what running has really taught me at a college level and what being a student athlete has taught me, and how I can take that to sort of my teaching. Running's taught me a lot about how life isn't always going to go your way. Like you're going to have good races and you're going to have bad races. You're going to have days when you go out there and you feel like miserable, but I think it's really important that you see the greater picture of things, and I see for me how much running helps me to sort of maintain like a positive attitude. I really think in every way, like I've made the most of my time here and made the most of every training session and every race that I've had. It's kind of almost hard like to set in that like it's gone so quickly in my time, my 4 years here, but I just think of like what a wonderful experience I've had.
In addition, Annabelle has begun working at Carrabassett Valley Academy, not to mention she's starting to look for teaching jobs here in the Pine Tree State. Now, from one impressive student athlete to the next, Anna Heise. She not only excels on the court for the Maine women's basketball team, but she's doing some very interesting things online, has a blog called Absolutely Anna, and she's a pretty good follow on Twitter. Take a look.
I don't think my goal was ever to like do sports journalism. Like that was never what I thought I would be doing. And like for the last 2 years, I think that's like pretty much like most of the stuff I write about. It started sophomore year when I heard about the campus newspaper actually. So that was like something I was kind of interested in just because I thought it would be kind of cool. So I emailed the guy who was working, like I knew him, and I emailed him and asked if there was like the opportunity for me to like write something, I guess. After that I wrote the blog for when we were in Italy. Like Pete messaged me and asked if I would be interested in doing something like this. So then I wrote like the blog when we were in Italy, and then after that he like kind of asked me if I would be interested in doing something like that for like the whole season. For me, honestly, writing in English, it's like it's easier for me than talking. Like I use so many more words when I write than when I talk. And like right now, it's like it would be harder for me actually to write something down in German just because I'm like so used to talking English all the time. Like I barely talk German right now, like maybe when I'm like on the phone with my mom, but that's about it. So right now English is really like the easier language for me. I'm like trying to take like a variety of classes. Like right now I'm taking a fiction class, even though I have no interest in like ever writing a fiction book, but like I think it helps me to like improve my writing, like kind of leave my comfort zone. Like right now I'm like mostly writing about like our team, so like this class helps me like go like beyond what I'm used to do kind of. So like whenever I like pick classes, that's like kind of what I'm looking at, like which class helps me to like improve my writing, like gives me another angle. I guess like deciding what the people want to know and what they don't want to know, maybe. I feel like that's maybe what basketball's helped me with, like just like focusing on the stuff that's important and letting go of the stuff that doesn't really matter. Keeping up with due dates, stuff like that, I think that helped me a lot. Just like, I don't know, when I, like right now it's like I only have a week to like write an article, and like obviously I still have like my school stuff and then workouts. So just like learning how to schedule things. I mean, I guess that helped me a lot. I mean, I absolutely want to keep writing. I don't know if I want to go back to Germany, but like somewhere in Europe, definitely. Hopefully find a job for a newspaper, write for them.
When the Black Bear Insider comes back, we're going to head over to the Mahaney Dome. Maine women's softball practicing, getting ready for their upcoming regular season under new head coach Mike Coutts. That's when the Black Bear Insider comes back.
Good morning, what can I get for you?
A medium hot coffee, cream and 2 sugars, please.
Medium hot coffee, cream, 2 sugars, sounds good.
At Dunkin', we make your coffee just the way you like it. If not, we'll make it again, on the spot.
See you tomorrow.
That's the DD commitment America runs on Dunkin'.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna need you to ring these all up separately, please.
Separately.
Oh, seriously, with the dime thing again?
What? I earn a dime every time I swipe. Now hand me those socks. Nope, just one at a time.
With Make Sense Checking from Gorham Savings Bank, you earn 10 cents on all debit card purchases that post and clear. Apply online in as little as 5 minutes.
Thank you. Another dime.
There are many sides to basketball star and fashion icon Russell Westbrook. And with coverage in the middle of anywhere from US Cellular, he can find some new ones. Like farm.
Brussels. Russell speaking.
Paleontologist.
Hashtag T-Rex.
Park ranger.
Where am I?
And TV spokesperson.
That's my line. I got it.
With US Cellular, you can do all the things you like. From the middle of anywhere. That is my line.
Dunkin's new sweet black pepper bacon sandwich with double the slices of caramelized crispy peppered bacon. It's the bacon experience you've been waiting for. Bacon up. America runs on Dunkin'.
Welcome back to the Black Bear Insider. After serving as an assistant coach for the last 3 years, Mike Coutts is now the head coach of the Maine softball team. And he's got some 21st century ideas about how to win in the America East.
Essentially what we're doing on a daily basis is we have a hotline that they call every day where there's this sports psychologist that gives them a tip or a motivational thing that they have to listen to. And then we have a book called The Daily Dominator that every day of the week there's something different that he talks about in the Daily Dominator. And then there's one word of the day that they have to give their definition to. And then we have a championship culture that we talk about that's another word that they've got to have a definition to, and then I talk about the theme of the day. And then every day a different girl has to do that. So today Erin Bogdanovich at practice has to talk about those things. So it's just every day, it's our mindset every day. We're trying to be a championship team here and away from here and good people in the community, and we're just trying to establish that mindset every day.
We're almost through February and into March. That means the conference tournaments are rapidly approaching. You see the Maine men getting ready for it as we speak. There's some big games that lie ahead for the Black Bears. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this week's episode of the Black Bear Insider. Thank you very much for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you have more information that you require before we come on the air one more time, go to goblackbears.com. They've got everything you need, from scores, highlights, and the most up-to-date info you could possibly want. Until we see you again, we'll say, go Black Bears.